St. Paul Regional Water Services maintains over 1,200 miles of water main in St. Paul and the surrounding area. Customers are served by water service lines connected to these mains. Ownership of the water connection is shared by St. Paul Regional Water Services and the property owner. Since 1927, copper pipe has been primarily used for this connection. However, before then, it was common for plumbers and water utilities to use lead material. There was also a brief period after World War II when lead pipe was used to construct the service lines. The water leaving St. Paul Regional Water Services treatment plant does not contain lead, but tap water can accumulate trace amounts of lead through the corrosion of plumbing materials containing lead. St. Paul Regional Water Services has had an aggressive corrosion control program since the early 1990s to reduce the possibility of lead leaching into tap water. System-wide sampling demonstrates the success of this program as it has been effective in keeping the lead levels in tap water in compliance with the Environmental Protection Agency's action limit for lead. However, the most effective long-term way to reduce lead corrosion is to eliminate lead. We replace the portion of lead service lines in the street right-of-way with copper piping in conjunction with street reconstruction projects or where repairs are needed to the service line. You will receive a letter from us if your lead service line is going to be replaced by St. Paul Regional Water Services, or if you contract for work on your meter setting or for repairs to the portion of your service connection in private property. The letter will explain the work and the potential for a temporary increase in exposure to lead due to corrosion or flaking particulate. You will also be presented with information on how you can get your portion of the service line from the property line to your water meter replaced with copper, as you own that portion of the water service line. Before we begin work to remove the lead service line, you will likely see paint marks or flags in or near your yard and in the street. These markings are to notify crews of buried infrastructure such as gas, electric, or cable lines. During the lead service line replacement, we will need to shut off your water for a few hours. Crews will uncover the existing service line between the water main and the property line and replace it with a new copper pipe. When lead pipe is cut, studies have shown there may be a temporary increase in lead exposure. Studies have also shown that after at least 4 months, lead levels will typically decrease. St. Paul Regional Water Services recommends you observe several steps to minimize this temporary exposure to increased lead in drinking water. Flush water that may contain particulate from your system. Clean your aerators and run your faucets before drinking and cooking. Once the work is complete, you should flush the water system within your home. Start by removing the aerator in the kitchen faucet. You might need a pliers or a wrench to loosen the aerator. Use a rag or other item around the aerator to protect it from getting scratched. Starting at the lowest level in your home, start opening the cold water faucets, such as the laundry room tub. Work your way up to the highest level in your home, turning on the taps along the way. Let the water run for 10 minutes. Then turn off the water, starting with the tap you last turned on at the top of the home. Rinse out the aerator in your kitchen and replace it. This is necessary to flush out any lead particulates that could have been loosened during the partial lead service line replacement. In addition to flushing the water pipes in your home, we are asking that you use a water pitcher to filter water for drinking or cooking for the next 6 months. Follow the directions for the filter by soaking the filter before first use and changing the filter every 2 months. When water has been sitting stagnant for 6 or more hours, such as overnight or during the workday, run your faucet for 3 to 5 minutes before using for cooking or drinking. When the service line replacement is complete, we will send restoration crews to replace the sidewalks, pavement, and landscaping. Keep in mind that St. Paul Regional Water Services is only replacing the water service line between the street and the property line. The portion of the lead service line from the property line to your water meter in your home is your responsibility. We encourage you to replace your portion of the lead service line if possible. St. Paul Regional Water Services offers the opportunity for St. Paul homeowners to assess the cost of the replacement to their property taxes to be paid over a period of time. We also encourage you to replace brass fixtures containing lead and lead solder from your pipes if possible. More information on lead service lines and reducing your exposure to lead in drinking water is available on the St. Paul Regional Water Services website.